What's up, guys? This is Puerto Rican Boy, and this is part 5 of Jak 2. And cutscene, yay.
You boys are turning out to be quite useful, eh? I have another task for you. The sewers used to be a fabulous smuggling route for me before the Baron installed security devices.
And before those late-night snack runs kept you from fitting out the front door.
I bet you've hatched another brilliant plan in that hungry little brain of yours. So, who or what do we have to shake down, knock out, or blow up?
Well, I need someone to go down and shoot every sentry gun in the sewers. And I'll give you a sweet weapon upgrade if you succeed.
Let me guess. Dank murky water? Reeks worse than your breath at an oyster fest? Fuller of metalheads than your plate at a one-pass buffet? And of course, weapons more lethal than your ever-so-tiny whiteys on a hot summer day. Look, Donut Hole, why don't we float around here looking hot and heavy, and you go roto-root the pipes?
We're not doing anything until you tell us why metalheads are trading with the Baron's forces.
I should have had you both kneecapped, eh? All I know is that the Baron cut a desperate deal with the Metalhead leader. Metalheads need eco, so the Baron supplies them with regular shipments. In return, the Metalheads agree to attack the city just enough to satisfy the Baron's continued rule.
Yeah, but how long can that deal last?
Well, the Baron is running short on eco, eh? And the Metalheads are short on patience. Baron Praxis needs this wall to keep in power. Otherwise, the city would put the true ruler on the throne, wherever that little brat is.
Daxter and I will clear your sewers. And we haven't forgotten about that weapons upgrade you promised in return.
Bloodsuckers.
Okay, now we're gonna be heading to the sewers. Great. You know, I don't really like sewer levels in video games because it's usually just dark, nothing to look at, boring. But in this game, it's kind of different. Yeah, it is dark, but I think it adds to... They're trying to create like some suspense in the level. You know, like try to scare you. Well, not really. But anyways, these are the sentry guns. And pretty much you have to time your jumps when you're dodging the bullets. It's like they go into this certain pattern. Look at that. You see, that's what I mean by suspense. You know, they try to scare you and all that. Like the first time playing, that does surprise you. But yeah. So what happens is these turrets, they'll shoot in this set pattern, and you have to dodge in succession with the pattern, you know. Or else you're just gonna keep getting hit. And that's pretty much a challenge of the mission. And remember what I said earlier in one of the last parts about how the progression through these levels is linear. Well, the reason for that is, you know, this kind of shows it. If you had a long-range weapon, this mission would be way easier. I mean, you don't have to dodge those bullets. You can just... you shoot it from a distance. Now for this section I usually just use Dark Jak. And just use a Dark Bomb. I don't really feel like fighting all those metalheads at once. But if you do, the Scattergun is really good. And one thing about Hero Mode, though, I should say, is that I think it feels like it takes more Dark Eco to turn into Dark Jak. So, you know, if you're doing Hero Mode, keep that in mind, and, you know, it's very important to conserve Dark Jak for, you know, when you actually need it. And there I didn't actually follow the pattern, but, you know, it's okay. And of course, there's that blinding explosion effect that really bothers me. Oh, this section's interesting because the light goes out, and it gets the attention of those metalheads, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, this is the last part. And yeah. mission accomplished. That was actually pretty easy. Yeah, the missions in Jak 2 are really short. It's just that they're difficult. That's pretty much why the game's long. Now we're gonna, yeah, I just jump cut it.
What is that horrible smell?
Oh, great! We do your dirty work in the sewers and come back smelling worse than a wet hip hog in a warm barn. This could have a serious impact on the lady factor.
No. I think it was my lunch, actually. Nice work in the sewers, eh? I guess you're looking for that weapon upgrade. Well, there's a blaster mod stashed in some crates at the port. Find it, and it's yours.
Alright, now we're gonna head to the gun course to get that blaster. And the blaster is, of course, the long-range weapon. I think it should have gotten a more creative name than just Blaster. I mean, really? Not really the most creative name, but I like it. Whoops, gotta clear my throat there. Now, one thing I don't think I've said is that your melee attack, for now, is more powerful than the actual gun's bullets. So, an enemy might take 3 hits to kill with a gun, but only 2 hits with a melee attack, so, you know, keep that in mind. Of course, your bullets do double damage when you do an uppercut, so after an uppercut, you shoot, you do double damage with the bullet. So, you know, that's something you should keep in mind. And this is next gun course. Like I said before, you know, don't go for the gold medal when you first attempt this, because first of all, you don't have the full ammo capacity. You only have 100 bullets. And the full you can get, the maximum ammo capacity you can get in the game is 200. And usually I don't even attempt the gold medals for the gun courses until I get the unlimited ammo cheat. So, you know. But other than that, the gun courses are really easy. I mean, look at that. I already got the goal, and it's not even halfway. Now, of course, the bronze record is like twice that amount, and the silver medal, I think, is either 10,000 or 12,000, and gold is 15,000. I'm not sure. But yeah, and this one, for this little section here, I usually keep a distance because another thing you should know is that you should keep your distance when doing the blaster gun course, because stuff like that. There's a gold target right behind me, and you know, you should keep a distance so that, you know, your camera can catch all that, so that you know where all the targets are at. Because you can miss some really useful ones that can give you a big point boost. Like those 3 gold ones, usually I miss it because I'm not looking at it. You know, you could probably say that's an issue with the game, because, you know, the camera angles and all that, you don't really see everything on screen. And, you know, in the actual game, in an actual mission, you'll take damage from off-screen enemies, so, you know, that is one issue with the game. Another thing, you should make use of the Wastelander move that you learn, in which you kick and then shoot. Like, what happens if once you hit an enemy with a melee attack and then shoot right afterwards, you'll shoot 3 more bullets, but really fast, incredibly fast. And that actually works for boss fights. You know, it's a really good move. Another thing that they don't show you is that if you spin kick in the air and shoot at the same time, you're gonna shoot bullets in all directions, which is good for when, you know, you're getting swarmed by enemies. Anyways, this is Puerto Rican Boy, I'm out, and I'll see you guys in part 6.